Hello everyone. I'm not in my studio right now. I'm out in the living room. I just figured I'd do it out here and just talk to you guys a little bit in the real life setting that I deal with. I am going to be showing you a little bit of my schedule. This is something that I joke about showing a lot of times, but don't always get to show. So give me just 1 second. I'm going to turn on a setting on my phone so we don't hear any noises. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull up my schedule. I'm going to show you guys a few things that I deal with. I am live streaming on both of my Facebook and YouTube channels. So if you're on one and you prefer the other, you can go check out that. All right. So first, I'm going to pull up my calendar. There you go. This is my calendar. You can see all the pretty colors. I'm going to remove something real quick. Okay, there we go. All right, so this is what my calendar looks like. This is the month of, this is this week actually. And I hate getting notifications on there. Okay, good. You can't see the notifications. I get notifications on the bottom of my screen on my computer. And I'm like, oh, I hope they can't see that. All right, so Mother's Day was Sunday the 9th. I know you can see my mouse, though. And then the 10th was Elijah's birthday. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So in one of my videos, I talked about how I had overlapping appointments. And, oh, by the way, this the Obadiah is in the background. That's who's singing over there. Okay, so exactly this is what was going on this week. So if you look here, I will move. These are kind of colored out, but you can still kind of see it. Obadiah has preschool on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I did put my show times in here just and some reminders for me that I can try to do things, even though I may not actually get things done at that time. I try at least. And I also have some times in here that I set apart to exercise, but they're not, required. They're just times that I try to do that. But here on Monday, I had Elijah and Abijah had a psych appointment, and it was telehealth. And then I had to take Abijah to kindergarten on, let's see. So on Tuesday, Mondays are usually my freest day where I'm more able to do things than I normally would be able to do. So if I try to schedule something, I usually try to schedule it on Monday because I don't have as much normal stuff going on and there's no extracurricular activities. On Tuesday, this week, Obadiah had psych testing and Abijah had occupational therapy and speech therapy, and they were kind of at the same time. So I had to take Abijah and drop him off and at 9, then drive to Pro Health and drop off Obadiah at 9:30, go back and pick up Abijah at 9:15, and then had to go back and pick up Obadiah at 9:30. And then I had to get them lunch and then drop Abijah off in kindergarten. Oh, and there is one thing missing on here. And I will add that on the next week. Actually, I can add it today. So yesterday, I wasn't even able to let Obadiah go to preschool because I had this speech appointment at 9:30 to 10, and then followed by this determination meeting for an IEP for Nehemiah. And I would not have been home to get Obadiah off the bus. So I had to just keep Obadiah with me and then take both Abijah and Obadiah to this meeting. I was late getting them back to kindergarten, dropped them off, had lunch, and then had this meeting, and then had this stuff going on. So I'm going to add one other thing in here. And this is the new thing that just started. And this is going to be repeat custom on Tuesdays and Thursdays every week. I'm going to remove the email notification because I hate getting emails 100 million times. And then he's going to be Tangerine. And it's only half an hour. And I will save it. There we go. So, added that in there. So the good thing is, like you can see today, that I also had telehealth appointment that overlapped with the Abijah's OT. So I literally took this Mike and Jeremiah's telehealth appointment in the car while I waited for Abijah at OT. Then I dropped them back off at school, came home, got lunch, took Abijah to kindergarten. And I have been working on phone calls and filling out paperwork up until just now. Then the kids will be home soon. And then I have transportation set up to take Abijah or Ezra and Elijah to OT. I will have to take Abijah to jiu-jitsu during Elijah's OT, but his driver will drop him off at jiu-jitsu. And then Dad will be bringing Nehemiah and Micah to join Elijah at jiu-jitsu at 5:45. And then on Friday, again, Friday is more free than the rest of the middle of the week. But usually Elijah and Micah will have counseling, and respite comes about that time too. And you can see here that I've got 3 appointments overlapping right there. So there's a lot of overlapping stuff, and the only reason I'm able to do these overlapping appointments and repeating appointments is because I have transportation and because the older kids can help me watch the younger kids. It's really the only way I can possibly do it. Oh, and down here is Jeremiah's gymnastics. So I'll go to the next week, and you can get just an idea. I also have some, at the very top up here, I have some reminders for me that keep me on track with certain things, because I have a hard time keeping up with stuff. And this just helps me remember some things for certain days. I also have checklists and things like that, but this just I just wanted to give you guys an idea of my color-coded crazy schedule. Can you find any free time in there? It's pretty crazy. It does help you see just how busy and how much I'm going all the time and what all I'm managing. And then in between these times, I have to find time to cook dinner. I have to find time to make phone calls, respond to messages, and do laundry and clean and the normal stuff that I got to do. And then when I call and I need to schedule an appointment, this is what I'm looking at when I'm trying to schedule for things that aren't repeating. So if I need to go to the doctor, or one of the kids needs to go to the doctor, or I need to schedule an IEP meeting or a transition meeting, this is what I'm dealing with. And it does get frustrating when people schedule things without consulting me or asking what my availability is, because then I'm doing cartwheels trying to move stuff around and figure out what I need to do to get this all figured out. So if I don't answer the phone when you call me, this is why. If I don't respond to a text message when you message me, this is why. This also plays into why I was discussing what we need to do about getting a vehicle. So these are just some of the things that I'm dealing with. So I'm going to stop sharing this. I can click ahead a little bit. It looks pretty much the same. It will change once school is over. So let's skip ahead to June 6th. And it looks a lot different. That's the big difference, but it's still pretty full. This is just Abijah has speech and OT on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. And then I have dentist appointment in here. I have some of my appointments in here in the middle. And that's why when I went to schedule their swimming lessons, which are not in here yet because I'm waiting on a verified time, I could only squeeze it in right in here in this little middle area because I got all this other stuff going on. So, all right. So I'm going to pull up my summer schedule. Yes, you may have a snack. So I have to stop sharing this and then go back to StreamYard and share the next one. I'm not going to make this a long video, so this is my last thing. All right, there you go. This is my summer schedule that helped me figure out how to schedule things, and there are some things I need to add in here. So this is, again, the swimming lessons are going to be somewhere right in here in this time frame. But I just took appointments that were, even if they were every other week, and I added them in here so that I would know when they were and when they could be done. This, I'm not sure if any of these are going to change. I did speak to speech, and I think we're going to keep things right here for now into the summer. But when it gets closer to school time, these are going to have to move because Abijah's going to be in school all day long. He's not going to be able to keep doing these things when school starts again for next school year. And the same thing for Elijah. We moved his counseling once school ends to a morning appointment, but this will again have to change once he goes back to school. This is only for the summer. And these dance classes right here are only in June and July. They're not in any other time. And I'm not sure if the jiu-jitsu schedule will change. I haven't heard if they're doing anything that's different for the summer. And I don't know if these OT appointments are going to change. So this respite square also I might get more respite during the summer because they have more availability. But for now, this is my summer schedule with Jeremiah's gymnastics hiding down there at the bottom. And Abijah's doing jiu-jitsu, but it does interfere with this one. So but he could, I don't know. So I'll have to figure out, maybe you need to move him to a different class. I don't know, but I'll figure that out. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed getting a glimpse into some of my schedule and the craziness that I deal with. It's not my to-do list. It's kind of funny because I don't do list because a lot of times I just know what I'm doing and I just do it. But sometimes I get overwhelmed and then I'm like, I got to write stuff down because I'm getting too overwhelmed with trying to remember everything that I need to do, or I can't put it in my calendar, so I forget. But this is my to-do list right now. You can get a look at that. And I got some phone numbers, addresses, and stuff that I jot down here, but I like regular paper. I don't like everything being electronic. I like being able to take out a pen and pencil and write some stuff down that I need to, and it just gets it out of my head. I don't have to think about it. So hope you enjoyed that glimpse into my crazy. So have a good day, everybody.